Welcome to the But Also Trail Running Podcast. I'm your host, Celeste Fong. Let me start with a warning that this is an adult-only podcast. There will be profanity and indecent conversations. I would apologize, but I'm not really sorry. Today I'm joined by some of the idiots, so it will be definitely indecent. There will be profanity. Let's blame Craig. Oh, sorry. Say hi, Craig!
Hi. You always blame me anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's fine.
I mean, 99.9999999% of the time, it is your fault. Today, even Joe tried blaming you. So, I mean, sorry? Not sorry?
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. And we have Vicious. Hello, Liz.
Hello, hello.
Yeah. Okay. So first, before we start, I just want to apologize. I know it's been a couple weeks. It's been crazy in the Fong household in the last couple weeks. I've had 2 of my kids in the hospital. They're both fine, so we're totally cool. I had a family member have a premature baby, also totally fine. There's been something else. What else happened? Like I broke my finger. What else? It's been.
I was going to say, do you need anything else? I mean, that seems like a lot.
It's been a couple weeks. But like I said, everybody's fine, so we're good. It's just getting back in the swing of being a human. Well, not so much human. Oh, yeah. Anyway, so there's a couple things I wanted to talk about today. Let's start with a funny story. I'm gonna sacrifice.
Do you want to tell it, or do you want somebody else to tell it?
Do you want to tell it? Go ahead, tell it, Craig.
No, I'll let you tell it, and then we'll expand on it. Yes.
All right. So this morning we are all in Wethersfield running, and we always go for coffee after. And when I say we go for coffee, I mean these nasty fucks get coffee because coffee is disgusting and I don't drink it. So we're walking back to the car with the coffee, and there's a sign on one of the windows in one of the stores on Main Street in Wethersfield, and it says, "You deserve the best." And I'm like, oh, I do deserve the best. And I was looking at the store window when I said it, and I totally walked right into the table and chairs set up in front of said building. Danny pissed her pants laughing. She's not here to deny it, so we're going to go with that. It couldn't have been more perfect. So then, of course, we're falling down. We're hysterical laughing. And this total stranger guy is walking by and he goes, "Don't worry, nobody saw. Absolutely nobody saw. Except maybe that camera. Oh, and that camera. And that camera." And I'm like, oh my God. I mean,
it was one of those moments that you wish you had a camera rolling because, yeah, it was just perfect.
And we know we can't count on you to get, pictures or anything.
Gosh.
It was
one,
but also hilarious. And it was perfect timing because I literally
said, absolutely.
I deserve the best smash.
Yes.
And then on the way home, just so you guys know, I stopped at Tony's to get coffee for my kids and a drink for me. And I left, obviously. Got home and I went to take the tray of coffees out, and one of them spilled in my car.
Oh no.
I opened the passenger door, and I am not exaggerating when I say it was like a waterfall pouring out of my door.
Oh no.
And that is only the second worst thing that ever happened to that car. Your naked asses.
Number one.
Number one.
No. That was its favorite day of the year.
It has already told me it does not want to go back to Anchor Down because of you people. All right. So now that I've sacrificed myself. I can't believe I did that. It was so funny though.
That was hilarious. It was very funny. It was a good morning.
Okay, fuck you. Anyway, all right. So we were talking this morning about what we wanted to talk about tonight, and Liz brought up the fact, is anybody ever really ready to run an ultra? And there's 2 aspects of it: physicality and emotionally, right? physical and psychological. So, like, can you be physically ready? I think you can. What do you think?
You can, and this kind because I was thinking of things that we may want to talk about too, and this kind of brings that to that is look at Cocodona, because I think that's a perfect example of somebody being completely physically ready to do what they needed to do.
That was
And
mind fucking blowing.
So I mean, yes, and I mean, I think overall that was both physically and mentally perfect, for somebody to be able, for what happened there. But I think there are multiple aspects to that because you can be as physically ready as you imagine you can be, and then the way ultras are, because it takes so long to do it, you never know what the weather is going to do. Right. And the weather can change everything no matter how physically ready you are. Right. It can just destroy anything. Could be too hot, can be too cold, rain, whatever will change that. So but I think perfect conditions, yeah, you can be ready.
You also could be perfectly ready and everything go wrong.
Absolutely.
Right? Like Liz at Hamster Wheel a couple of years ago, you were having an amazing race until you got a stress fracture. Right. And that wasn't from lack of training
or overtraining, because I was spot on. It's just that my leg that day decided to say, F this. And lo and behold, I was in a boot for 6 weeks, and it took me a couple months to come back to running.
Yeah. And again, not on any fault of yours, but it did get me thinking when you first said that to me, like, and then we all know my mind's a messed up place. But I was thinking, there is a certain level of, I don't want to use the word toxicity because I think it's overused, but like this idea that you go into races undertrained. And I'm guilty of it. So I'm not pointing fingers at anybody there's a lot of people that do it. But there's almost like this like bragging or something. Like I'm not even trained for this ultra, but I'm going to do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And you're right. And yes, we are all guilty of doing that. And I think it's made worse by people that end up having a good result and saying, oh, but then you question, well, were they really that undertrained?
Right. Well, and again, difference too, I think, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry, Craig, but difference too is it a new distance or a new thing, right? Like you might not train for a half marathon, but you've done 40 of them. So you might be undertrained, but you're going in and your body will remember it. So you can pull it out of your ass. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And there's a difference between undertrained, and we're, I think Connecticut as a whole is very guilty of over racing.
Oh, yeah.
In that, where, because we have the 169 Society, everybody runs races a lot.
Right.
Where, if you look at a lot of other racers, they train for specific races. And so, again, like you're saying with a half marathon, well, yeah, you may not be training for a half marathon, but you run enough distance that you're almost always trained for a half marathon. I mean, so it is hard to determine, are you truly undertrained or are you just, that's your base level training, like you said, for a distance that you've done, multiple times. Yeah, if it's a distance you've never done or, maybe did once before, then yeah, there is such a thing as undertraining because, if you haven't put in the distance, marathons. I've been undertrained for every single marathon I've done. Okay, I've done two. But and
well, you've done some ultras though, so that also counts.
Yeah, but I look at the marathons and the results show. Right. Yeah, I didn't train properly for either of those, and that I didn't, and mainly the fueling, because there, especially in ultras, there's more to training than just running the distances,
Correct.
because that's only half the battle.
And again, you never know.
Yeah.
Like how something like one time I ate grilled cheese, it was perfect. The next time I ate grilled cheese, I puked for 30 minutes. Like, you don't know.
Right.
I also think that there's a difference between racing and completing a race.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
If you are training, for example, to qualify for Boston, okay?
Yeah.
That training and the completion of the marathon to qualify you for Boston is very, very different than I'm fucking around and I'm going to go do a marathon because I'm using a marathon as a training run, or I just like doing it, or it's a social thing, or it's a party. And you know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely. And yeah, there's different, I don't want to say levels or ways of going about doing things, like you said, yeah.
And recovery is going to be different too, right? Like you don't see these elite athletes that are doing, a 2:05 marathon than doing a marathon next week.
No.
Right.
And that's why so many of them do one of the majors a year,
Right.
because they need that, time to recover. And, best cases, they'll do one in the spring and then maybe one in the fall. But even that is rare for the elites.
Right.
We're idiots and we do one every other week if
Right. And again, like how seriously are you taking this race? Like some people, like you don't go to Cocodona the day of, right? You have to acclimate to the environment and, elevation is different and, that kind of stuff. Running in Colorado is very different than running in Florida.
Oh, absolutely. And having experienced Nevada or Utah and Florida both, a couple years ago, it definitely was a huge difference in preparation, and we weren't prepared for Zion. That elevation difference was huge. And, and granted, we were doing Ragnar, so it wasn't, and again, we weren't looking to compete in anything, but even just finishing those loops was harder than we expected because we weren't, we weren't acclimated to that environment.
When we landed in Phoenix, Danny and I last year, we landed, we got the rental car and we drove right to a park to start hiking. And we were like, holy shit, we're on a safe.
Yeah. But
it's different.
It is. It's very different. And it's not, you feel like, oh my gosh, I am so out of shape. And it's like, well, you're not really, you're just not acclimated to that, elevation difference. And, it is a huge difference and does cause, so yes. And, and even, so you talk about training and you could train for, some race, we'll say, that's not in your state, and your training may not fit where you're racing because your environment is different.
Well, and like the difference between a trail in New England and a California I've never been to California, but like like even Arizona, night and day.
Absolutely different. Very different. Yep. And even, if you think about it, going down to Virginia, when we did Richmond, they were more similar, but there were still differences,
well,
from what we're used to.
They were, I wish those trails were here, man, because those were so runnable.
Right, exactly.
And but runnable here is very different than runnable down there. Because there were people from Virginia that were just like, oh my God, trails are so hard. It's so technical. I'm like, dude, this is a dirt road.
I was gonna say, how did it compare to, say, hamster wheel or notch view?
It was a little bit more technical than hamster wheel because hamster wheel is just
Yeah.
a gravel.
Yeah, rail trail.
It's a rail trail.
Um,
I mean, there are parts of Nachi that probably are similar to it.
Yeah.
Nachi actually may have more elevation than Richmond had. I mean,
yeah,
it
it did.
didn't, you know, because Richmond didn't have a ton of true climbing, you know. And you know, when I did Florida Ragnar a couple years ago, it was the same thing. I mean, now Florida trails are nothing. I mean, talk about runnable,
Right.
but
They're not, they're flat.
they're flat. Yeah, and but there were people there that, you know, because that's where they're from or that area type of area, they thought it was very technical. And you know, from New England, we're like, this is a grass field. I mean, I don't know what to tell you here.
I know slowing yourself up by rocks, like
Right, exactly. You know, and that's nothing. You know, again, it's just the difference of environment.
Right.
So you know, when you're training, you need to take that into consideration.
There's so much that goes into a race, right? So we're looking into maybe putting a race on for the wolf pack, like in the arena. We have to get approval and all this shit. So we're just starting to talk about it. But so now I've been looking into like all the steps of putting on a race. So there's like different aspects, right? So like race director and all the shit that goes into it is very different, right? But then there's the runner. And your job is a lot to like, you're really, I mean, selfishly, as you should be, like planning your run. It's all about you. You know, what do you like? What do you need? Like, and your training. And then the crew has a whole different job, right? Planning and this and that. And then the pacers are completely different too. And it's like so much goes into it. Oh, and the volunteers, obviously, volunteers.
Right.
So much good because so I did decide to only do the 50 miler for the cut. I'm not really trained even for the 50, so I'm not going to attempt the 112. It's just not smart. But Craig is my crew chief, which means I'm just I'm going to sit over here like being a menace and you're going to do everything. So
pretty much. Yeah.
How's that going for you, Craig?
I was voluntold I was going to be your crew chief. Yeah, you know, I will say, you know, the fact that you're only doing the 50 makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
There's a lot fewer people that need to be involved to, you know, make it work and everything. You know, and like you said, it is different depending on what your roles are. You know, going from, you know, whether you're part of the crew, whether you're a pacer, you know, and again, the runner. And, you know, looking back at when you did the 50, well, we'll ignore the one, your other 112 attempt, but when you did the 50,
that was fun
for not many people.
Okay.
But, you know, I think about things that we adjusted on the fly during your previous 50 attempt because we realized, oh, this is better, or, you know, this happened. And, you know, you just have to be flexible, you know, especially from the crew standpoint, because, you know, you're running ahead. Oh, crap. What do we do? The person's not who's supposed to crew, you know, be your pacer the next, you know, section. They're not going to be here in time because we didn't expect you this quickly.
Right.
Okay, what do we do?
Right.
Or, oh,
I had
crap.
a pacer get hurt.
Right. And, you know, oh, you know, you were in a groove and you didn't want to stop at one of the crew stops and just kept going. And we were supposed to switch pacers at that point, but we weren't going to have enough time.
Yeah.
So
poor Selena had to try and catch up to me in the dark. It was like sundown. She's like, "Where are you?"
And again, we didn't, you know, it was, she took off. We didn't even think about giving her lights because she wasn't prepared to do that section.
Right.
You know, so, you know, and even to the point of we took your pack away partway through because it was so heavy. It made more sense for the pacer to wear it because, it helped you be able to continue on.
I am going to put together like have my pacer carry this. And so like on my vest, I'm going to probably have like a payday bar, some fruit snacks, and
Liquid.
a drink, right? And that's it. Like all the emergency stuff, like that's what a pacer's there for. And because the environment is not as dangerous as some environments are, right? Like the Frozen Yeti, they had to have so much emergency gear on them because God forbid, because it was -20. You know what I mean? Like this is just and you're only a few miles at any point from a car.
Right. So the sections, I think 6 miles is the longest for any of the sections, or a little over.
Right.
For the 50. Didn't look at the other ones, but for the 50, there's only,
It's the same. I think 8 is the most in any point of that whole thing.
Yeah. So, you're not, I mean, 6 is still, a decent number, but.
On a trail. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But again, I'm not going to be carrying everything.
No.
So make it easier. I'll also have in my pack probably like my EpiPen and my inhaler just because.
Yes. Those are probably smart things for you to have on you.
Hey, I just got new EpiPen.
Picking up emergencies.
Good. Well, that's good.
I'll bring it like the good little girl I am not.
Yes, that will be very important for you to have.
Yeah. And it's so crazy, like the checklist that you have to go through and the organization. And then, like, let's be real, it's all going to go to shit anyway, because it always does.
It's an ultra.
Right. Yeah. I'm going to quote the genius that is Fred Morolo. A lot of ultra running is problem solving on the go.
Yep. No, it is. Because we all know that whatever you are planning for fueling isn't going to work for you.
Oh,
we just know.
Of course. Because I'm a
it never seems to for you. It never works out right for you.
I mean, Coke, Mountain Dew, watermelon usually help.
Right.
I usually have a good job, like payday, fruit snacks, and gummy clusters. I can usually get down. A lot of times Slim Jims too I can get down, which is weird. Not always, but and it is a 50 miler, so I will need some real food, but not as much.
Right. Yeah.
And you never know, because any other time you're kind of mad on pizza, but that slice of pizza the last time you did the cut 50 was everything.
That thing. Who was it? I think it was Ellen. We were in Bluffhead. I was just about to go over Bluffhead, and she's like, "Do you want pizza?" I'm like, "You are a goddess, and I love you." And then I put my ass on Stefan's car, so it was amazing all around.
Yeah. You put your ass on a Tesla?
Well, that's the only good thing about a Tesla is to put your ass on it. Like, it's garbage. Yeah, it was that piece of pizza. Oh, my God. I still dream about it, and I don't even like pizza.
But yeah, and it is amazing how small things make such a big deal, because, when, during that 50, and I can't remember exactly what section it was, but you came out and Ashley was
I know exactly what you're talking about.
There, and Pacey was there.
Yep.
And, just seeing her helped lift your spirits enough.
It was,
and then you were able to eat something while you were there, and that helped too. But
it was right before Bluffhead. So okay. The pizza was after Bluffhead, before Monungatuk. All right, but in the Bluffhead parking lot. So before I went over Bluffhead, I just done like the Tri-Pistapog Miller Mountain section, right? And that is fuck that section, because Tri Mountain's a whore. I already warned Danny. I'm like, I am going to be awful, because that's the section that always goes bad for me. But anyway, so I had gone really dark during that section, and I had Selena and Jen with me, and Selena, of course, doesn't put up with shit, right? Like, she's like, take a drink. I'm like, fuck you. And she's like, I don't give a shit what you say. Take a goddamn drink. Like, she was like, I will kill you. No problem. And Selena's scary. I took a drink. But so I was really dark, and I was like starting to my blood sugar was really low. I was nauseous. I couldn't get anything in me. And Selena and I were actually arguing because she's like, you've got less than a third of a mile. And I'm like, no, we don't. We have more than that. And she's like, no, no, no. According to my watch. I'm like, girl, I know my section. I'm like, we still have to go down this mountain. We're going to come out on that main road. We're going to turn on the road, and then we're going to take a left into, I think it's Stagecoach. Take a left into Stagecoach,
Yeah.
and then you have to go down that road by the farm, and that's where we hit. And she's like, I don't, and I'm like, don't fucking doubt me. But when we turned onto Stagecoach and we started going, there's a farm with a dog and horses. And that's where we saw Pacey, and Pacey came running at me. And my whole mood was just like, wee. And then I drank Coke. I had watermelon. And I think Heidi, I got Liz and Heidi at that section. And Heidi was carrying Cheez-Its for me.
Okay.
That was a section, and, slowly feeding me. And that was a section where we got to the top of the mountain, and there was a lady up there that was like, oh my God, I love your hair. And I'm like, new friend, Heidi, you're going off the mountain. And this became a joke between Heidi and I, where I'm like, you're not the friend for me. You don't even like my hair. And it's still a joke. Like, in Boston, there was a sign that says, good hair runs this town or something. And of course I took a picture and sent it to Heidi. But that, and Liz saw the albino deer.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Baby deer.
That baby deer was so cute.
I think that was also the pissing contest.
That was the pissing contest, wasn't it?
Yep.
This bitch, I was like 30 fucking miles in, and she was like 3 miles in, and I'm like, I gotta pee. And of course mine was like, dribble, dribble, and she's like, well, I'll pee at the same time. And she's got teacher bladder. It was like, it literally took 10 minutes longer for us to do that mile because she peed for so long. I'm like, girl, what? Oh my God.
So when we get to Niagara Falls, you're going to be like, oh, reminds me of Vicious for some reason.
Where were we? Where there were 2 waterfalls, and one was like dripping and one was like a waterfall, and I'm like, oh, there's me and Vicious. I think that was on a birthday hike we did one time.
Could have been.
That was funny. Oh yeah, because we're going to Niagara Falls too in a couple weeks.
Yeah. Yep. We are.
That's gonna be epic. And of course, all of us, dreams in our eyes, signed up for the 50K, except for Jackie, who's the only fucking smart one.
Oh, Megan didn't either.
Here.
Oh,
Megan was smart too.
Oh, Megan's doing the half marathon too?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, bitch. Well, mine and Ashley's plan is to fuck around and find out. We are just going to, if they offer shots on course, we're doing them. We are just going to have fun and laugh.
Yep.
Which I think will be perfect.
And I'm pretty sure that's what most of us are doing because, most of us are not ready one day.
I think the only person that trained at all for anything is Liz. The rest of us did not.
But we had such great plans for it, but
life happened.
Yeah. All of us have had kind of like, I mean, is it too early in the year to say fuck 2026, or is it okay?
It's 100% okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
The winter alone.
Yes.
Oh God. The winter's like, oh, I'm sorry. Are you trying to feel good? Here, let me bend you over again. And not in the good way. Again. And again. And again. You know what? Winter edged us for months. And then never got there. Like, I'm going to hell. And it's the cut. Okay, so here's the thing. I do really want to do the full cut. And so I think that No, I know that. I'm going to train. The catch is going to be, because I want to do it in September or October of this year if possible, because I don't want to wait too long, because then we got way too much dark.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah.
But I've got the Cut 50 next week. Then Niagara Falls is what, 2 weeks later?
Yeah. I think so.
Yep.
Well, and a 50K is good training. And then Notch View is a couple weeks after that. I think 3 weeks after that, or 2 weeks after that. I don't remember.
I think 3, because once I do Niagara, I think that's when my taper starts. At least that's what Faith told me.
Okay, well, Faith's a good girl. The rest of us aren't playing. So then I've got Notch View. And then I think a month later, or not even a month later, is Anchor Down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which actually, in a weird way, like, all of that is training,
Right.
but none of
Yeah.
it is.
Oh, yeah.
I guess Notch View is the closest training because there'll be some elevation there. Like,
Yeah, and that gives you a lot of time on feet because it's such a long span,
right.
For that one. We're anchored down because it's such a shorter time frame, because it's only 24 hours.
Right. Although,
You're not.
I don't think I told you guys, I accidentally signed up for the circadian,
Oh, yeah, you
Truck?
you
Okay.
did mention that.
which is Ben Griffin, hit one of
Yeah.
his races, and you have to do it. It's August this year, so it's a virtual 70. I think it's 72 hour virtual, and the if you want the belt buckle, you have to do at least 50 of the miles overnight from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you have a couple nights to obviously do it, but I figure I'm going to start it at Anchor
Yeah.
Down
No, that makes sense.
because I'll get,
Yeah.
But Anchor Down's also good overnight training because you're
Right.
starting the race late where you're already tired. You're
Yep.
going all night. That's what she said. And you're going on no sleep. So that will be good training for it. And then
Right.
in between all that, I really need to get a lot more trail training.
Yeah. So we'll have to work on getting you out on more trails,
Which
more
means your long
elevation.
runs for the foreseeable future, aside from those races, are going to be trails.
Oh, yeah. But I don't need any, after Niagara, I don't have any set,
Well, you'll be pacing a lot of the cut for me.
well, yeah.
So are you,
Yes.
Vicious. I don't know if you got that memo.
I think that was kind of one of those unspoken agreements.
Yeah, you didn't have a choice in the matter. I get it.
And Danny will probably say she's washing her hair that day, but and Waffle will also be involved, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. And for the record, if Danny tries pulling the washing the hair thing, I will shave her head. Then we don't have to worry about it.
Right.
And I can use marker and just color it. Yeah. So when that gets closer, obviously I'm going to be looking for, because I'll need a bigger crew and a lot more pacers to do that.
Oh, yeah.
This is mostly just my idiots and Ross. Ross is coming to Connecticut. Yay, Ross! Okay.
Yeah.
I miss him. He's phenomenal. He's such a good guy. Anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna need help but let's not think about that now. Let's get through the Cut 50.
Let's get through that. Let's get through that first, and then we'll worry about the rest after that. Because
Yeah. And you'd think I would learn, but will I?
No. Do any of us?
No.
I mean,
wait, Liz, are you trying to defend us and say we've learned anything from our?
Oh, we have not learned shit.
Exactly. This morning, Danny tried making us run fast because she's awful. I was like praying for death, and Danny's like, "Well, you're talking." I'm like, "I'm saying one word per 10th of a mile. That's not talking."
Words are still coming out. We were trying to get to the point of no words. So,
Oh, honey, listen. There is nothing that will stop my speech. When I stop talking is when you worry.
True. I can speak to that.
Yeah, that's when you know it's really bad. Like, I'm not saying that I always make sense, but I'm always talking.
Yeah. Well, yes, that is normal.
Okay. Well, yeah. Anyway. All right. Do we have anything else we're supposed to be talking about?
I mean, we talked about most of, like, a lot of the stuff that's coming up. So that,
Yeah.
because we talked about that, lost over Niagara, because, again, it'll, although for at least me, it'll be the first time trying to do a road 50K. So that will be
same.
a new adventure.
Yep.
It is different. It's different.
Yeah, I mean, it's a marathon plus 5 miles, so.
Yeah, but if you could do a road marathon, you could do a road 50K.
Well, yeah, kind of what my thought was, but, my marathons have not gone very well at the end.
It's not my fault that you injected your calves with aliens and they were trying to escape.
And they will probably be there again at the end of Niagara. So,
I mean, hopefully we're going north, so it won't be quite as hot. Let a girl have her delusions.
Yeah, I'm hoping the same, and hopefully, the way this past few, months have been, we've had a couple of really hot days, but nothing crazy. So hopefully that'll continue.
Have you looked at the weather?
No.
Okay, so this Saturday, 57, beautiful.
Yeah, right.
Next Saturday, I think 70s and rain.
Okay. At least it's not 90.
That's true.
And thunderstorms.
Fucking rain. I still dream of the time that Mark Kelly threw a snake at Bill Liebler.
While they were, weren't they on the chimney or something?
Yes, they were climbing up the chimney. See, Craig, I've never thrown a snake at you. Yet.
Yeah, we haven't really seen many snakes on our adventures, so that could be part of the reason why.
That's true. And apparently I'm not allowed to pet rattlesnakes, so rude.
That was Danny. That was all Danny holding you back on that one.
I know. I can't believe it. One time we were running at West Hartford Res, and it was like me, Selena, Lori Riley, Megan, our friend Kate, and we're all running, and there was a huge snake. And one of those like black...
Oh, yeah, rat snakes, probably.
Snakes. They're harmless. But Selena is petrified of snakes. Okay? Like, petrified of snakes. So I have this video of the snake and Kate going up and touching it. And in the background, you can hear Selena screaming. Oh my God! Oh my God! Like, it is the best thing that ever happened to me. Every time that memory pops up, I send it to her, and I'm like, this is beautiful. She's like, I hate you. I love it so much.
Well, we could get your reaction to spiders and send that to you.
That's different. Spiders are from the depths of hell. They are evil. Oh, God. Oh, God. The other day I was in the trail. Where was I? I was on the trail alone. And there was a fucking spider on my phone.
Oh, yeah. You mentioned that. Yeah.
It was so small. But don't think that phone didn't get thrown, because it did. So funny. Spiders are out to get me as I sit in a closet right now looking everywhere for spiders. I'm going to have nightmares. And now you wonder why we voted that you get eaten by the bear. Liz voted.
I mean, I thought everybody voted, and yes,
did.
I was outvoted.
I mean, you were outvoted by a lot.
Of course, initially you weren't even going to take my vote into consideration at all.
Well, listen, if you want to do democracy, we'll let your vote count. Unfortunately for you, it didn't make a difference. We can also do royal decree. I mean, I don't care. You're losing no matter how we go about it.
Yeah. No, I've realized that. Yes. You know.
Very good. Then we're all on the same page. All right, kids, I'm going to go to bed.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. I love you both.
Love you.